Well, it looks like Xbox is at the center of a rather interesting conversation as of late. And could this involve some of their most popular first-party titles making their way over to a rival console? Well, let's break this all down. Up next. What up, guys? This is Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So, over the weekend, the talk about Xbox bringing over one of their quote-unquote critically acclaimed games over to the Switch was the talk of the town. Rumors and speculation were slung around a lot, and depending on who you asked or where you read up on these rumors, you got plenty of different answers. But there was one game that seemed to be coming up more than others, but there's a lot more to this story, and I'm going to try to consolidate all this madness. Now, this is all coming from not only Insider Gaming, but Nate the Hate as well, who does have a stronger track record when it comes to insider info. So, on his podcast, he started off strong by saying, quote, a high critical acclaim Xbox first-party title will come to a competitor in 2024. After that was put out into the ether, people began to speculate. Now, I know I'm going to butcher this, but Reset Era user Lo Lao put out this idea that the game in question was Hi-Fi Rush, and it will be more specifically coming to the Switch later this year. We've talked about exclusives before plenty of times on this here channel, and I firmly believe putting this game on the Switch will only have positive impacts on the Xbox brand. I think Xbox sees that the game is kind of stagnating as of late, and that's as far as sales and player retention goes. So releasing it on a brand new platform that was built for a game like this would give it a much needed boost. And when you take a step back and really look at this game, I could be led to believe that it was in active development way before the Xbox acquisition. So it's pretty safe to say they were already working on a Switch port. And thanks to ex-user Idle Sloth, we might have just gotten more context for the original announcement plans for Hi-Fi Rush. Quote, Hi-Fi Rush dev reveals Xbox was supposed to announce the game years ago. A decision was made to tease it at E3 2020, but when that event was canceled, the can was kicked further down the road. Likewise, when Microsoft purchased Bethesda. Quote, we were looking at times to announce it so we wouldn't get overshadowed by something. We wanted to hype it up but not get people too excited, or give it too much of a chance to jump on it. And then that period just got shorter and shorter. If anything, this shows that plans in the gaming world really change on the fly. And it's crazy to think that this game wasn't supposed to be a shadow drop at last year's Developer Direct. And it also makes you think how this game would have fared if it went on as planned and was revealed at E3 2020. So, in a nutshell, builds for other platforms like the Switch or even PlayStation were probably already in the works, if not finished. Xbox probably also sees there's money on the table here, and Hi-Fi Rush isn't really one of their big console mover franchises like Halo or even Starfield. So releasing Hi-Fi Rush on the Switch would open the door to potential new Xbox users, and just get more eyes on the product. Now, like I always want to do with these kinds of videos, I'd like to present the other side of the coin here. I think it's safe to say Xbox's messaging has been pretty scattered, and that quite honestly doesn't only pertain to the last few years. Every time a game has been announced for Xbox, people are always holding their breath and wondering if this game will be exclusive or not. And we just seen this happen at the Game Awards with Blade. What releasing a game like Hi-Fi Rush on another platform does is it plants this little voice in the back of consumers' minds. And that voice basically tells them it's not a matter of if, but rather how long it'll take for a game to come to my platform. And that case-by-case basis handling of games really confuses the consumer base along with straight-up Xbox fans. Now, me personally, I don't care if other people get to play these games. As a matter of fact, I'd love for them to play these games like Hi-Fi Rush. Mainly because at the end of the day, it doesn't really affect how I play games. But hey, with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. Is taking Hi-Fi Rush and putting it on the Switch a smart move for Xbox? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.